take this. You got fucked like I LASIK, yeah. I see straight, yeah, hop on spaces, we get crazy, yeah. Screen J for J, straight from the town hall to the stages, yeah. Big old playlist, just 6 months and now it's ageless, yeah. Appreciation, it's a motto, it's the way, yeah. Conversations and alignment and Jason's, yeah. Compilations of the dog and the amazements, yeah. Juke the nation, we united, we the greatest, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah. Like I LASIK, yeah. I see straight, yeah, hop on spaces, we get crazy, yeah. Screen J for J, straight from the town hall to the stages, yeah. Big old playlist, just 6 months and now it's ageless, yeah. Appreciation, it's the motto, it's the way, yeah. Conversations and alignment and Jason's, yeah. Compilations of the dogs and the amazements, yeah. Juke the nation, we united, we the greatest, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah. Juke, 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 juke. Juke, 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 juke. Juke for some juke, that's exchanging truth for truth. Soup, partly soup, that's the way that we be moving, yeah.
Ho, 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 and hello.
Oh my god.
We made it. It took us a little bit.
The slice.
Oh, hold on. Oh, people getting a sneak peek over here.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry, as you can tell, there we go. Hello, and welcome to this Jupe rally for Jupiter. Meow, how are you feeling?
Oh my god. Matt Rush, bro. Matt Rush.
Wouldn't have it any other way, obviously. We have just there's no other way to say it. A crucial call today. This is a big one for us. We're going to be talking about a few things that you have been dying to hear about. What did you just do on my computer?
Nah.
Okay. I'm only a little bit suspicious. Anyway, we have a bunch of good stuff to go through. Let me start to share my screen so that we can see it here. Why did it go away? There we go. Your laptop's down here. You want to be on yours too?
Yeah. Give it to me.
Here you go.
Let's go.
All right, 2 laptops, 2 hosts.
2 laptops, let's go.
Awesome things to cover today. Jupe Rally, Jupuary edition. You've been waiting for it. It is finally here, folks. But before we get started.
It was a crazy rush, man. Holy fuck.
People behind the scenes might be like, wow, look at this nice studio that they have. Kash and Meow look so well put together. Look at the slides, look so pretty.
Look at his fucking face, bro.
It's been a long day. It's been a long few weeks, yeah. But we are here, and we're going to kick this off the same way we always kick it off, which is with the official Cadet theme song. Let's go. gets me amped up. My goodness, we are locked and loaded here for just a killer call. Here's what we're going to be going through today. If you have your laptop, I'm going to move mine over here. We're going to do this. Ah, nice, sweet, clean frame. Ah, the dirtiest frame. The laptop's back in it. My aesthetic OCD is killing me.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Here's what we got for you today, folks. I know people have been waiting patiently, but we are finally here. We are going to talk all about Jupuary. The alpha, the details are starting to come through. Early thoughts. Important to note, this is going to be a first draft conversation as usual. I want to bring it to the community.
First draft conversation. Actually, you know what's funny?
Please.
So here's a funny thing. Every time we present to a community, right, things change, right?
Every time.
Remember last time in Singapore, we were in Singapore together and stuff,
Yeah.
right? We presented about the first Jupuary, and then like
Yeah.
first intro, things changed a lot.
That's true.
Based on that, right?
Because of the thousands and thousands of people watching and giving feedback.
Yeah, for sure. And then he feedback on the Discord afterwards, and then on Twitter as well. And then like and then we did one vote, remember? Right?
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember.
the second vote and stuff, right? And then we did a preview, and then talk. I feel like every single time, like we talk to the community, right? Things change, right? And then so here we present after many weeks of. By the way, this is weeks in the working, by the way.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Both in terms of forming, like actually couple months by now, right? So here's the funny thing. May, aka Nayo intern, has been crunching numbers, right,
Shout
for
out.
last 2 months or something, right?
Deep in the spreadsheets.
Yeah. Ever since the 2nd November hit, man, crunching, man. That's crazy because, dude, it's literally terabytes of data.
Oof.
Right?
it actually?
Seriously.
Is
Yeah,
that right?
for sure it is. Yeah.
Oh, because you have to go through, you have to normalize all the
Yeah,
swaps
everything
by dollars.
normalize,
Oh my God.
everything and stuff. Like it's actually really fucking hard work, right? Things like that. So anyway, I feel like May said it best when she's like every Jupuary is like
Excelling at Excel.
labor,
right.
Labor.
Yeah.
It's just pure labor, right? It's like I feel like if you are on the receiving side, especially if you are entitled, you're like, oh, it's money, free money. No, it's work, bro. It's like it's not guys. It's so much work to kind of like manifest value, right? To create value and stuff, to like bring the people together to kind of create the value and to kind of do
create
the
the
work.
energy.
Yeah, to create energy and stuff. Money is energy, right? Makes sense? To create the energy, to create like. I mean, think about it. Like even the first Jupuary, right? Now,
Yeah.
guys,
No.
think of the energy needed, right, to give away a few 100 million, right? Think about it, right? It takes an immense amount of energy, right?
A few
You saying?
100 million.
Yeah, no, don't, bro, don't do
That's
that.
what I'm
Don't,
saying,
no,
it's not.
don't do
Yeah,
that. Don't
yeah.
do that. It's not, right? It's like it really takes a lot of energy, right? To kind of put together and stuff, like put together the kind of like a focus, right? The rallying around a certain, to rally around a symbol, right? Because what is a token? Like what is money, right? What is a meme? It's a focus, right? You know, so it's like it's an intense amount of energy, right? To kind of create that focal point, right? Needed to manifest value. That's it, done, right? So anyway, I feel like yeah. So I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know how Jupuary can go. Maybe everyone's gonna be like, you know, I don't know, but we'll figure out, you know. Yeah, but
We'll figure it out.
but the point is that like I think it really is a few things, right? I think Jupuary. I mean, if you take away everything and stuff, what is it? It's a labor of love, right? It's a focal point, right? And it's also a certain like it's also I think a certain like a celebration, if you may, right? I mean, obviously this Jupuary is creating a lot of like, you know, uncertainty and everything and stuff, right? In some sense, but also like anticipation, right?
Yeah.
Now, the question is this: can we actually turn this like anticipation and everything and stuff into a great foundation of future, right? And so that is what this is about. You know, it's about can we actually turn this like again, put it right now. Every major protocol has missions, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, right? But we have CEF, community first, right?
right.
That means that we're always like focusing emissions on the community first, right? On broadening the community, on everything. You know, that's what we're doing. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Not
that's
to
it.
insiders, but to, well, some of the groups that we're going to talk about on this call right here.
Yeah, we'll figure out.
I saw somebody say just allocate the whole Jupuary to this chat and then no more work. As much as we would love to, that would not grow the pie in the way that we're trying to do. Yeah, that is the key.
Accurate.
Chat, how is the volume? Can people hear us okay? I saw 1 or 2 comments about not being able to understand. Is that people can hear all right? All right, I think we'll probably be fine. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go through the Jupuary recap. talk a little bit briefly about what we've been through over the past few weeks together as a community. Then we are going to talk about the early thoughts around these allocations, draft conversation. Things are subject to change. You will see little disclaimers on all the slides saying that things might change.
You are.
You are what?
Handsome.
Oh, thank you.
No,
you.
Fuck you. No, fuck you. No, you, bro.
I was like, wow, what a day. Meow's complimenting me. How nice.
No. Fuck you. You're handsome. Let's go. Yeah.
It's because Meow is talking at 10x speed. Slow it down. There's a lot of energy, a lot of hype today. We'll try to take it slow, make sure everybody can follow along. English translators, turn your translation on. I'll tell you that right now.
Turn your translation on. Let's go. Yes.
And then after we talk about some of the draft but specific numbers for Jupuary, we are also going to give a little sneak peek to Catstanbul.
Yes, let's go.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Very excited for that as well. Volume's okay here. English please only. All right.
So before I begin and start, I want to address this real quick, right? It's like, Alex, I don't know, right? You can stop copying and pasting and repeating a comment, because I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. I just don't know, okay? Like, that's really don't have expectations.
Yes.
I don't know, right? Like, the numbers are so outright this year and stuff, right? You know,
as we will talk about.
Adjust expectations and we go from there. You know what I'm saying, no? Yeah.
Tommy wants to see your biceps for the Zero Boys. Zero Boys want to see your biceps.
Nah, I'm too tired. Catstanbul, let's go.
Come to Catstanbul. You'll see them at work in the push-up contest. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about that in a little bit. All right. With that said, let's jump into the first segment here, which is all around the Jupuary recap and how we actually got here. Most foundationally, right? Things that what are you pointing at?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Things that happen in Jupuary don't just happen for no reason, right? We won't try to be principles based. We want to understand what are some of the goals of the design objectives over here on Jupuary. Now, some of you have heard this before, but repetition never spoils the prayer, because this is actually what we're trying to accomplish. Putting together months of energy, hundreds, if not thousands of hours of labor across the whole world, frankly. The number one, or the first of the goals here, is to grow the pie. As simple as that. What do you have to say about growing the pie, Meow?
I love pie. Let's go.
He loves pie. He's a pie eating guy.
No, okay, here's the thing, right? It's like, I think, okay, bro, I'm telling you. So, growing the pie, right? Okay, I'm gonna speak slowly, okay? Guys.
Just for you.
If I speak slowly, I'm getting serious, okay? All right. So, now, growing the pie is the most misunderstood, right? Baking exercise in the world. It's the most.
It's not just more flour and more sugar.
No, precisely. It's really energy, right? It's like because we tend to think of things as like zero sum, right? It's like for example, you have a pie, you cut it up, you get some, and you get less.
Yeah.
Right.
Every slice you eat is a slice I don't get to.
Yeah, precisely, right? Now, but guys, I mean, and you see that very, very clearly today, right? You know, not just for Jupiter and stuff, or even like in meme coins and stuff, in every single thing, right? When it comes to like money and ideas and memes, right?
Yeah.
Now, growing the pie literally, right, means that the more people believe in something, commit to something, and push something forward, the pie gets bigger.
The more slices they are.
Precisely, right? Now, conversely, if everybody try to grab their side of the pie, what happens? There's no pie.
It's no good.
Over.
No good.
Right? Over. And that's obviously what happens to 99.99% of coins, right? You see what I'm saying, right? Now, coins and tokens that do well and communities do well, even not fuck that shit, right? Forget even like countries, right? Like countries, communities, like, you know, religions, right? Religions, right?
Yeah.
Every society that does well, right, is when the community come together to make it better together.
Yes.
Done. That's it, right? You know? But also the reason why, like, and that's what Jupiter is growing the pie, right? And by the way, guys, that is why the vote is so amazing, right? Think about it. Guys, this is why it's a historical vote, right? You know, like 87% of the people, right, had faith. They go, like, okay, even though I'm probably not going to be the biggest beneficiary of it, I vote to grow the pie. That's
an impressive
fucking
thing.
amazing, by the way.
A group of internet strangers all around the world, unified mostly by their love of the community, their love of the products, and the love of the mission, have come together to say, no, let's give it to other people, even if it means my allocation is a little bit smaller now. I know in the long term, the allocation for everybody is going to be a little bit bigger. I think this is a critical thing. And everything that we talk about today is going to be based in this key fact. What is the best way to ensure that we can grow the pie long term rather than try to fight over some scraps? The second thing that we're trying to do with Jupuary is to appreciate the cats. What do you have to say about appreciating the cats, Meow?
Oh, I love cats. I love everyone. Yeah, so good.
But you don't have any cats.
No, I really scared. I'm almost scared. No, but I feel like but that's actually that's actually the part. Okay, guys. So the biggest thing that happened over the Jupuary feedback, right, is that like I think what I really understood. Yes, I burped.
Yeah.
What I really understood was like the need to kind of make sure that everybody feels included, right? You know, as part of the process.
Right.
I think that's actually the main thing. You know, yeah, I think it's actually very important that I'll try my best to kind of make sure that everybody feels appreciated. That's the main thing. Yeah, because again, it's different from everybody is happy with what they have, right? It's different, okay? But we try our goddamn best to make sure everyone feels appreciated. That's all.
Yeah. So you're going to see that again in the specific numbers that we talk about, and we are going to talk about first draft of those numbers. The third goal of Jupuary is to set the future foundations as well. Not about doing it all in one day and in one shot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think as I said many times in the vote, right? I feel like, guys, this vote, this Jupuary investment, right? It's an investment in a DAO, right? It's an investment by a DAO into the future of Jupuariverse, you know?
Investment in growth.
Invest in growth, right? It's investment in, okay, you know what? If we actually kind of do Jupuary well, right? You know, can we actually, you know, grow the Jupuariverse pie, right? That's all it's about, right? So it's like, ideally we do Jupuary and stuff, we end up with a much stronger community, right? A much more meaningful voting process, right? And also obviously kind of like set the grounds for future growth, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More talent, more users, more everything, more awareness, all of that coming in if Jupuary is done well. So important to remember just from a recap perspective, because I know probably more people will watch this than usual. We should talk a little bit about that second proposal so that we know what people actually voted for here. So let me just pull this up real quick. This second proposal, after literally thousands of pieces of feedback, shout out to the verified feedback team building that so quickly. This proposal talks about, you know, some of the key insights that we learned from the first one, right? We all want the same thing. That was honestly a little surprising in the feedback, how overwhelming the kind of response was, that people were still aligned and they just had slight differences of opinions on the right way to go about it. Some folks wanted to have some key assurances made as well around particular groups, especially around voter interests, making sure that people hold on to the airdrop in some way, and the size of potential selling when it happens. All of these were addressed in the second proposal. And then, of course, making sure that the Jupe goes to folks who can hopefully, ideally, become long-term members. Because ultimately, Jupuary is an invitation from the DAO to the rest of the world to come join the ranks and grow the community as a whole. So the key changes that were made last time, between vote number 1 and vote number 2. First, a portion of the allocation will go into incentivizing holding, buying, and voting through the year. And any unclaimed Jupe, of which in last year there was a fair number that was unclaimed, will go into ASR, active stake and rewards. Second big change was an explicit allocation for stakers. So if you're a staker, we got a slide for you coming up as well. And then finally, trying to focus with laser-like intent on the real users. In the first Jupuary, correct me if I'm wrong here, Meow, anybody or anything that used the protocol was eligible.
Yep.
Right? In this Jupuary, that's not necessarily going to be the case. So bots.
No, I mean, it's actually a very big difference, right? Because in the first Jupuary, about like literally 1 million people used the wallet, whereas Jupuary, right? Now it was 10 million wallets.
It's crazy,
right? You know, so it's, I think there's actually a lot more wallets that used it, right? So it's like, and obviously I think I think it was also very different because the first one was actually to kind of distribute Jupe tokens, right?
Yeah.
The second one is different. This Jupuary is very much about inviting like people, right, into the community, you know, to grow it together, kind of thing. That's the key thing.
Yeah. And the bots can't do that yet. I don't know. Give AI agents another few years. Who knows? But right now, we're focused on humans.
Not the future one. Yeah. Yeah.
About that.
I feel like I feel like the role for AI is to help humans, not replace humans, right? And voting, guys, is a quintessential human activity. I'm not joking. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Okay?
Yeah, let's go for a riff.
AI should be helping humans, not replace humans, right? Make sense? And voting is the quintessential, right, social exercise. That's it. There's no more important social than voting. Yeah, seriously.
It's probably true.
As a process, I'm saying.
Yeah. All right, last things here from the proposal last time around. As someone whose upcoming net worth is 99.99% in Jupe. But the goal here, of course, I like
true.
that line a lot. It's true. And the one other kind of critical thing from this one that we should just bring up here.
So can you highlight real quick? Let's talk about that real quick.
Which one?
The highlight the point real quick.
Which point?
Yeah, the 99%.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So I mean, just to be clear, right? It's like, I mean, I know I talk about it sometimes, but I think people are like, okay, like I think there are a lot of people go like, hey, why would you do Jupuary to dilute stuff, right? I'm like, bro, it's not dilution. I have a big stake in this thing, right? I'm saying, you know, I want to do well. But because I want to do well, right? I'm also very long-term oriented. That's why I'm doing this.
That's right.
That's it.
There's many types of alignment, but the economic alignment between you and Jupiter right now could not be any stronger, I would say. So, and then the last thing to remember here is that the proposal was for 2 Jupuaries, not just this one. So we have 1 Jupuary coming up in 2025, and then another Jupuary in 2026. All right, let's get back into the slide. So that was the proposal last time around. We'll let this load. And from that first proposal to the second proposal, we saw something that I think, quite frankly, shocked many people in the community, including myself. We saw just a ridiculous level of approval by the community. The first proposal had a 58% response rate, saying people were comfortable with. The second proposal, 87% comfortable. Talk about a super majority. The voting threshold, it was required to be 70% in order to pass, to ensure this was a unifying vote. And goddamn, that second proposal did exactly that. Drop a little W if you voted in that second proposal, and then we will get ready to start to talk about the Jupuary specifics in just a second.
I have to say though, I got fathered so hard when the first thing didn't pass. I got fathered so hard, so fucking hard. Right? Yeah.
But was it worth it? Was it worth it, Meow?
I'm allowed fuck you. Am I allowed fuck you?
To me or to them?
To the fathers.
Oh, please tell the haters.
No, it's like
All right. So, drum roll, please, in the chat. Let's start to talk about some Jupuary allocations.
Yep,
Now,
let's
folks, I've said it
go.
10 times. I'm going to say it again, goddammit. This is a draft. We are still, this is for the community.
Wait, sorry.
Oh.
This is important. So it's like, I feel like this is ultimate proof, right? That the DAO matters, that people actually read the shit, right? And they actually vote based on their long-term alignment, right? I'm not even joking, right? Seriously, it's like, I feel like, number one is that, you know the most, okay, guys, this is actually very important, okay, cool. Now, guys, the most common critic, right, of DAOs is that, number one, people are super short-sighted,
Super
they don't reject
short-sighted,
shit,
yep.
right? And then they don't care, right? Make sense? But I think I feel like the second vote really destroyed, right, all perceptions of that, right?
It busted a bunch of myths around
for
our
sure.
governance,
Like,
I would say.
not like firstly, people definitely vote based on what they think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're voting
right?
their genuine thoughts.
Yeah, joint thought.
They're
right?
not just auto-clicking yes or whatever else.
No. We had tons of, we had 12,000 verified feedback. That's crazy, right? Think about it. Fucking insane.
First time
and
ever, by the way.
Really good feedback, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, I'm saying? Right. Like first time verified feedback, right? And the second thing and the second myth that it busted was that, like, you know, was like people only were very short term. Right? No, they voted according to long term. Right? So we believe that 87% of people believe that this is good, right? You know, for the long term, right? You know, good of the Jupiter, right? Even though it might not necessarily benefit me in the short term.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, and that's amazing, right?
Mythbusters DAO edition. Someone put our faces on Jamie and the other guy, whatever his name was. It was, I think, really something to see. And I think that will probably be a case study for DAOs going forward. I mean, you and I both know Jupiter DAO already is a case study for DAOs. I get questions about it all the time, as I'm sure you do.
Our Jupiter DAO is different, right? We do read, we do vote carefully, and we vote for long term. 3 things. We do read. We're probably the only fucking DAO that we do read. Right?
Literate DAO. Yeah.
So the only one that actually reads. Right?
We read everything, but we only speak
and we
English.
vote carefully. We read carefully. We read, and we vote carefully. Right? And then saying, and we vote for long term.
Yeah.
Guys, that's it.
pretty
That's why
good.
best governance token, bro.
Best governance All right, let's talk about Jupuary. Let's talk about what the people voted for and where things are going. We're going to start off with a high-level overview right now. So, as a reminder, 700 million Jup was approved for this upcoming Jupuary. Here's what the breakdown is going to start to look like.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. There's going to be 500 million of the 700 million allocated to 2 groups. And there's going to be another 200 million, which we'll talk about in just a second. So, of the 500 million, 425 million will be going to users. Another 75 million Jup will be going to stakers. There's going to be some more nuance there. We'll talk about that in just a bit. Over on the other side, 200 million will be going to carrots. Do you want to talk about the carrots? Let's talk about the carrots later, I guess.
Later,
yeah.
later, yeah.
We'll talk about carrots. And then also some of it's going to be going to the good cats, the people that are contributing their talents, their time, their energy to make the Jupiverse even better. This is the high level breakdown. But like I said, we're going to get into some detail over here.
So what's important, recognize that the 500 million will be on the first day one.
Yeah.
Immediately, right? Done.
Bing.
That's it then. And 200 million
Which will be
over
before
time.
Catstanbul.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, definitely Catstanbul. Yeah.
Before
Yep.
Catstanbul.
Let's go.
Yep, and 200 million over time. As I think the team was putting this together, this thread from Uni kept coming up. Shout out to Uni. If Uni's in the chat, please drop a little
Amazing,
W.
by the way. So
This has been fundamental to the thinking behind Jupuary. Anyone in the community can have a real material impact on the way things are done here, and Uni is just one example. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, talk a little bit about how this influenced your thinking here, Meow.
So, okay, so one of the biggest things, right, is around like, okay, guys, this is important. I'll slow down, okay, because it's so important. Slow down. Okay?
Aramse.
One of the most important discussion points, right, was between like users and stickers.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, right? In my first call, right, I over-indexed, right? I'm like, I was like, I think people, one of the biggest thing people were saying that, hey, all right, stickers are included, right? They feel really one thing that actually is actually really amazing for me is when people like, okay, like they feel like, okay, like people are actually like they feel like the stickers felt completely excluded.
Yeah.
Right? See what I'm saying, right? But I feel like this actually this tweet here is actually very, very good, right? In the sense that, okay, you go like, hey, from like, it actually makes a lot of sense to go like, in like, because I think it really pointed out like the main thing is actually that we want to grow the pie, right? And get it across more people. You know what I'm saying? Because what you really want is that you really want the Jupuary to go to like more people.
Yeah.
You know, versus just like small number of people.
Correct.
Because like, if you all go to stickers, but then you also need to kind of like give some to stickers as well.
It's a
right?
balancing
Saying,
act.
no, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like he actually, the second tweet here that he wrote, like something decentralized or token supply in a widely cast pool of token holders, benefits the platform and DAO, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, right? No, right? I mean, just read. You know what? I give up. I can't explain this thing better than what he said. Okay, so I'll say this thing. As a Jupe will the benefit from this thing, I do not think it'll be the best long-term interest. Long-term interest, if the tokens are to be evenly split between users and stakers, as too much of the supply will be absorbed by same as holders, right? Decentralization of the token supply in a widely cast pool of token holders benefits the platform and the DAO. Maybe something like 80-20 or 90-10 split will be more equitable, right? So out of the 500 that's going to go from day one and stuff, we decided to go 15.
1585. Split the middle, Uni. We couldn't decide. We went right in between.
Yeah, literally, like he said 80-20 and then 10 is good. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? It's so great. I love when someone do my job. Right? He did my job. Done. Hey.
If you can also do May's job, Uni, and just jump into those spreadsheets, that would be much
this type of
appreciated.
spirit reward stickers for the commitment beyond ASR, while still successfully growing the pie and properly rewarding all users of Jupuary Exchange. We cannot be selfish-minded, we must come minded. PPP. Bro, this is perfect. I mean, dude.
Uni, do you need a job? I know you're a Jupe whale yourself, but if you're that's a joke. All right.
It's so good, by the way. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, I'm so impressed because this is the kind of thinking that I think is like really powerful, right? Because you really understand everything, right? You understand that number one is long-term interest. You understand the whole point is to grow and stuff into inbound people DAO, Jupiter community and stuff. And then you also know you also kind of get the right split per se, right? That is why out of the day one, the day one voters and stuff, the day one pie, right? It's gonna be 85 users and 15%
Stakers.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, so let's talk about users first, because as I mentioned, there's some more nuance here, folks, and we're going to get into some more specific ideas here. Again, draft ideas. For users, they've been broken up into two groups. First, there are swap users, and second are what we're calling the expert traders. Those are the two different groups here that will be getting allocations. Here's what the numbers generally look like just from an eligibility standpoint. As we've messaged for over the past few weeks, even with the votes here, important to keep the expectations clear. Jupiter has grown dramatically since last Jupuary. There are 10 million wallets who have used Jupiter Swap now. 10 million, which is pretty amazing. And there are more than 650,000
Wallets though, wallets.
Wallets.
Yeah, wallets.
As I said wallets. I didn't say people. 10 million wallets and 650,000 expert traders. That is a lot of wallets to airdrop to. As we talked about, or as we'll talk about a little bit, we want to make sure that it's kind of meaningful for everyone as it goes through. So there has been a qualifying threshold that has been set. For swap users, it's around $1,000 in swap volume, around $1,000. Again, that number might change up, down a little bit, but the qualification is, are you a human trader? That's the idea, right? Not trying to reward the bots, which leaves about 2 million wallets that will be eligible, roughly speaking. Over on the expert trader side, 650,000 folks there. And when we're talking about expert traders here, we're talking about people that use Jupiter products outside of just swap. So that includes your perps, your limit order, your DCA, 8 Pro, and so on and so forth, right? If you reach the minimum level of activity required, it's a little bit complicated to kind of explain exactly how that works. You would be eligible for the airdrop. That's about 320,000 wallets, roughly speaking. Anything you want to say on expert traders and swap users?
No. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. So
I would let me just take it real quick. So it's like I'm just taking some time to
Read through the chat?
read through a chat and stuff.
we do it live.
I mean, nothing really much and stuff. I think largely people agree with it. But if you guys have any questions about anything, just let us know right now. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just keep going and just keep an eye on the chat as we go, I guess. All right. Importantly,
Wait, sorry. Just
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry.
Not importantly.
There's actually one thing important here to kind of no, guys, please stop it. Like, guys, stop it right now.
just
Like,
read the comment that you're referring to before you.
oh yeah,
respond
it
to
says airdrop farmers will get more than DAO stickers. Just stop it right now. Right? There are a lot of really great and amazing users across all products. Okay, across swap products and traders. Okay, many of them. Right? Stop it. Stop calling them airdrop farmers. Just stop it. It's very annoying. Guys, stop it. Okay, I'm going to ban anyone who says that. Yeah. I think
Anything
the
else you
other.
want to respond to?
What's that?
Anything else you want to respond to?
Another.
Biceps are looking amazing. You want to respond to that?
It's because I'm. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
My biceps only look amazing because I'm next to this guy. Yeah.
Let's-
It's our comparison.
We'll let the push-ups do the talking at Catstanbul.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else? Is the snapshot taken already? Yes, it is. The snapshot was taken back in November.
So basically, no, it was not just based on volume. Actually, I think as you we actually have a large number of heuristics that we use, and it probably a lot of it's not going to be 100% accurate, right? We're going to have a lot of like ways for people who believe that they are a real human but got marked as a bot and stuff to actually appeal, right? There's also going to be a profile thing that people can set up. So it's like, if you link all your wallets and stuff to the same profile, then we also know they're not a Sibyl, for example, right? Things like that,
Yeah. So profile creation and then a bunch of just on-chain analytics to try to identify Sibyls where possible. Trying to get this into the hands of people who can become members of the Jupiter community. That's the end goal.
Just
here,
to be clear, there are definitely some farmers for sure, right? Saying the question is, how do we spot them out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you minimize them?
How am I minimize it and stuff? Okay. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of things that we do. Yeah, I mean, we're not done yet. Yeah, but we do a lot of things. Yeah,
and obviously for security reasons, can't say all of them because then the Sibyls know exactly what to avoid next time around, right? So
yeah,
we'll
over here we'll have a way for you to link all the wallets and stuff together, right? So that'll help.
Yeah. So if you do use multiple wallets, I use multiple wallets, for example, the profile creation will allow you to explicitly say, hey, these are all my wallets. This is not me trying to trick anybody. I just happen to use multiple wallets. You don't even have to say the reason. You just link them all together. Okay.
So over here, I want to say that J.U.P is not included in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
J.U.P.
We actually work very, very hard to kind of optimize J.U.P. from signal, right? And I think J.U.P has done really well, right, over last year and stuff, right? So I think this Jupuary will be focused on people who actually trade on the platform. Yeah.
Rather than liquidity providers.
Correct.
But J.U.P is great. People should go check that out. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm just looking through right now for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, over here, again, I feel like we do a lot, right? In terms of heuristics and also like analysis and everything. And so, I can't promise you, that's not going to be 100% correct. Not going to be 100% correct. There's going to be a lot of false negatives and false positives. But we'll go from there.
Yeah. And there will be some processes to help, certainly on the false positive side as well, right? Okay, let's go to the next slide.
Let me just make sure. Let's go through. Yeah, let's
All right, let's go. So the airdrop for both of these groups will be broken into tiers. This will not be a linear airdrop for the user side for a few specific reasons. First, there are massive power laws at play in the usage of Jupiter. Just looking at the numbers right now is kind of mind-boggling in terms of the differential across people. So when we talk about power laws, what we mean is that some people at the top are doing as much volume as the bottom X%, very large numbers. It's not like a nice smooth curve. It's like a very exponentially increasing curve. Anytime there are those kind of massive power laws, if you do a linear airdrop, where you just go based on whatever the criteria might be, whether it's volume or this or that, you end up getting a very distorted effect where just the biggest guys get all of the rewards. And critically here, we want to grow the pie. It's not just about the big guys. We, of course, want to reward the big guys as well for being loyal and using Jupiter intensely and getting a lot of value out of it. But you want to make sure that everybody can get a meaningful amount that is qualified to get a meaningful amount. As I say, want to make sure that it's meaningful for everyone. So if it's just linear, it can get a little bit less so, right? You can get a lot of people just getting dust and not very much. And as I mentioned, if you just go purely linear, the small cats end up not really getting a seat at the table. And there's a lot of great small cats that are out there that have a lot of value to add to Jupiter governance, that would add a lot of value in the community, and we want to make sure it's inclusive. That's the key point here.
I would say though that many people who in the first airdrop, they got the first airdrop and they sit on the community, they're great, and they bought more Jup and they participated more. It's awesome, amazing actually. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that's why there are going to be tiers on this airdrop, folks. And here, again, you can just see a little bit about the kind of scale that I was discussing earlier in the number of swap transactions that happened in 2023 to 2024, right? There's just way more people doing way more activity, and the actual volume skews are crazy. Do you remember the numbers off the top of your head? I had them before we walked in.
Nice, fine, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go, yeah.
Okay, so here are the tiers for the swap users. Draft, this might change, but here are the initial tiers. There's going to be 5 of them in total, totaling 340 million Jup given out to just swap users. It's about 2.3 million eligible wallets, as you can see. And of course, the bulk of those wallets are in the 5th tier. You can see also in that 4th column the amount of Jup expected per wallet, as well as the estimated qualifying volume. Now, that's the number that is possible to change here. As more Sybils are taken out, or as more false Sybils are labeled as humans and so forth, these numbers might shift a little bit. But what you can see is the top tier, the top 1,000 wallets, $14 million in volume to get into that top tier. That's pretty incredible. In the 2nd tier, you need about $3 million in volume to enter that 2nd tier. There's about 5,000 wallets outside of the top 1,000 that qualified for that. The next one is $500,000. 25,000 wallets will receive around 25,000 wallets are eligible to receive that airdrop, and then so on and so forth. So the lowest tier, you need to do a little bit above 800 is probably what it's looking like now to actually get in. So earlier we said 1,000, it's between 800 and 1,000. As I said, the numbers are shifting a little bit. But that is how the tiers will work for swap users. 5 tiers, 340 million Jup, 2.3 million eligible wallets in this kind of breakdown. Let's pause and take a look at the chat and see what people have to say here.
So first of all, next year is going to be completely different, and we actually really kind of like explain it more tomorrow. Like,
yes.
Catstanbul.
Okay?
They are very, very different, by the way, right? Now, so basically now, guys, I think the first thing to understand is that look, the qualifying tiers are like huge because the volumes are just so much higher, right? Like trading activity really, really went up this year.
There's 1,000 wallets that did more than $14 million in volume.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Incredible.
And then also a lot more, also a lot that went like way over 100 and stuff, 1 million. But also remember, these things are free, right? The whole swap thing is free, right?
Correct.
Like, yeah, phone is free and stuff.
Free,
I think
no fees.
No fees. I mean, no fees. Yeah. So I think the other thing is like, I think that I think that 50 Jup and stuff like for a lot of users. But as you can see for the carrots data and stuff, even if you're a lower tier wallet, right, you can actually get up to 100 Jup as well, right? Yeah.
I will say this as well before anyone gets freaked out here. If you are both a swap user and you're an expert trader and you're a staker, you are eligible for all of the airdrops. This is not just like, oh, you fall into only one bucket. So you can kind of stack these personas together based on your activity. So this is, if you've never done anything else besides using swap, this would be, what is this?
Yeah, this is probably one of the things that actually I think I have a little bit of tricky over. I think this is actually one tier thing that is actually quite tricky that we might break up because there's someone said that like there's a pretty big jump between tier 3 and tier 4. We look into that. Yeah. We look into that. Yeah.
This is why we do it live. So again, if you have thoughts, you should say it in Discord on the Jupe Research Forum. Say it in the chat right now. Let us know your thoughts. That'll help kind of adjust this as we go forward. This is the first draft. Cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, but the 800 between 29K thing, I mean, guys, we have kind of no choice here actually, because again, there is just honestly, the first cut at tier 2 was 60K. You know, we worked really hard to bring it up to 30K. You know what I'm saying right now, right? Yeah. So it's actually like, guys, we
For the fourth tier, you mean?
But sorry?
For the fourth tier, you
Yeah,
mean?
fourth tier. Yeah. So yeah. So actually I think that I feel like so it's like I understand that lots of people are kind of unhappy about it because like so the comments are mixed right now. Some people some people are really happy about it. Right, some people are not. Right. Hey guys. By the way, if you think that 50, if you think that's gonna carry it on, but if you think that 50 Jupe is dust, give it to me.
I'll take your 50 Jupe.
Guys, come on. Dude. I don't know, man. It's like I would love 50 Jupe. I'll love it. Let's give it to me. You know.
And again, can't stress this enough. You can stack these airdrops together.
Put it sure. I think we're also giving out to 2 million users too. Yeah. 2 million wallets as well. 2 million. Right.
This is why I think anchoring it in the philosophy and the design goals is so important, right? Like the goal here is to grow the pie. You can imagine that everyone gets a lot more if we only airdrop the top 1,000 wallets and said, hey, you have to do more than $14 million of volume in order to get the airdrop. That's not the goal here, right? The goal is to try to be inclusive in ways that kind of balance and you make sure that everyone gets something meaningful, everyone feels appreciated, everyone has a chance to participate in the Jupe DAO.
By the way, there's something huge. Yes, hey guys, I understand there are 5 tiers, but guys, do you know how big the power law is? It's logarithmic, okay? Like literally it's logarithmic scale, okay? We are going from 1,000 to 100 million. Guys, just so you know, 1,000 to 100 million. That is 100,000 times difference.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, guys, even at 1,000, even taking 1,000, then that's like you might think these are huge, guys, but come on. Guys, remember, okay? There's 100,000 times difference between 1,000, between 1,000 and 100 million.
Here's the easy way to think about it, right? The gap between even just tier 1 and 2 is $11 million more volume you would have had to do to get into the next gap. And there's only 6,000 people in those 2 tiers right now, right? So like you can see that even at the top end, the power law gets so intense.
Yeah, even top end.
Right?
Even top end.
Yeah, so it's not, I know it feels like a lot of the bottom end between 800 and 29,000. It's also a lot between 3 million and 14 million, right? So there's no tiers will ever be perfect. No tiers will ever make everyone exactly happy. But we'll eagerly look forward to your feedback. What kind of breakdown do you think would be more equitable? What do you think the tier volumes might be? And maybe some of that will get incorporated as well. So, anything else? You want to go to the expert traders?
I'll go.
All right, so that is for the swap users, the expert traders, the people that are using...
Go.
Sorry. Never mind. Canceled.
So, again,
just read the question first.
Okay, so I have a question. So ask me, how does someone with 10K value get sent as 1K? Guys, because again, we have 2 things, right? We can either do it, we can do it linearly, right? Which means that the vast majority get nothing. Right? By the way, guys, I'm telling you, if we do it linearly, trust me, some more 10K value we get nothing.
We get literally 0.
Yeah, nothing.
The top tier alone is worth.
Okay, guys, remember, okay, now for everyone who is like done like 10K or 20K volume, right? Understand this, okay? If we did linear, you'll probably get 0.
Not probably, you would. The top tier alone is like $3 billion.
Again, like the top tier alone is
of just those top 1,000.
Really dominating.
Billions, yeah.
Right? I'm saying so that really dominating. Okay, so if we go linear, right, anyone that's in the like 4 or 5 percent will be dust. I'm saying correct. So in doing this, right, like you might think that in doing this, actually, that's the reason why I don't get dust. Really,
that's right.
Seriously,
that's
right.
Okay. And as we talked about, there will be other ways to increase your airdrop, as we'll talk about in a second. Let's go next to the expert trader tiers. Here's the breakdown of the tiers for the...
So over here, one thing important is that... Sorry. No, don't jump, man. Seriously, there are questions here, bro.
Go.
No, okay. So, someone is talking about linking, right? It's like, so allocations will probably be done on a per wallet basis. Okay? Linkings are for establishing, establishing your same profile.
That you're not a simple.
Yeah, it's not a simple profile. It's not this. Yeah, and so, then and also for sorry.
So let's say that I have 10 different wallets that I've done $10,000.
You'll probably be allocated differently.
I'll be
per
allocated
wallet, per wallet,
So it'll be
per
50
wallet.
per wallet.
Yes,
in that
wallet.
case.
Yep.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm sorry, but I mean that is the reality of it. I mean that's the reality of it, right? You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, we tried our best. Yep. This is actually a really tricky thing for me, right? Is that like, guys, you have no idea how hard we work, me especially, right? To make sure that as many, especially smaller users, get part of it. Guys, again, this is a very different thing from last year, right? Last year we were able to do a flat 200, right? By the way, just to be clear, right? Actually, on a dollar basis and stuff, right? It's like, I will go one that's fine. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'll tell you done. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Well, I want to just go real quick.
Any other comments you want to respond to here? No?
So someone say, "Hey."
All right.
Nah.
Next year?
What do you go? What do you think? And go through it or
All right, let's go to the next one. Next one.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
I mean, there's like a lot more. There's a lot more to go through here, folks. We're only like at the first kind of set here. So let's go to the next set, which is the expert traders. These are folks that are using perps, ape, and all the rest of the products that are out there outside of just swap. Again, here we have now 7 tiers for a total 85 million Jup going to be allocated to these tiers. It's about 260,000 eligible wallets. So at the top end, the top 50 wallets across these different products here will be getting 100,000 Jup per wallet. Now that is a lot, obviously, but the volumes, I tell you, really justify it. In the second tier, we have 50,000 Jup per wallet going to the next 100, then 25,000 to the next 200, 10K to the next 1,000 wallets. In the fourth tier, fifth tier, 3,000 Jup per wallet for the next 8,000, and so on and so forth. At the lowest tier, you can see 50 Jup per wallet for 200,000 users across the expert trading stack. Again, as always, this is a draft, subject to change, but these are the initial tiers. So the breakdown again, 340 million for swap users, 85 million for the expert traders, as we call them, using the other products here. What does the chat have to say here?
No, lots of chats. So it's like divided, right? Some half say that look, now given the amount of crazy volume and stuff, it's actually awesome that some 10K volume gets allocation, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, someone with 10K allocation, they feel like they did a lot. Guys, actually, honestly, okay, so here's the thing. I really resonate with that. Mm-hmm. I really do actually. I think I can imagine how someone using a platform, right? Maybe swapping a few hundred like every day and stuff, like often, right? Racks up 10K in volume and stuff. He might feel like he is deserved a higher tier, right? You know? However, I mean the numbers are just like crazy this year. Actually, honestly, last year was pretty crazy already, right? I'm saying, but this year just really fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? So I think over here, I think the right way to think about the whole thing is that look, now this is a way to invite, you know, a broad some people into the Jupiter community, right? If you think 50 Jup is dust, then I would say like give it to me, right? For sure, I'll just don't claim it, right? There's no point. But yeah, I think the main community, I think they work a lot, right, to make it work for everybody. Yeah, that's what I say.
I think the important thing here is also perspective, right? Jupiter did more than $1 trillion in trading volume over the past year across all these different products, right? I think it's like about 1.8 if I'm not mistaken. If you did $10,000, now that is objectively a lot of money, but think about it in relation to $1.8 trillion, right? For people that have not heard this little line before, the difference between 1 million seconds on the one hand, I think is something like 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. So there's a giant jump between 1 million and 1 billion. 1 trillion is another 1,000x on top of that. So I'm giving you these numbers to give you a sense of scale of just how much volume has done. Yes, $10,000 is a lot to me. Yes, it's probably a lot to you. In the scheme of things here, we're trying to make sure that even the folks that are contributing in some modest way, the $10,000 of volume way, are still able to feel included and feel appreciated. There will be additional ways as well, as you will shortly see.
Sorry, go on, sorry.
There'll be additional ways, as you will shortly see as well, that you can increase your airdrop by doing particular things that we'll talk about in a little bit. It is difficult to have that perspective, which is why I encourage everyone to keep the idea on growing the pie and the end goals.
But you know what's funny, bro? I mean, guys, I'm telling you, as much as people are complaining about the whatever, the whales at the very top, they are gonna go crazy, and they're gonna look. We do so much, we do all the volume, and we get relatively less.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they're gonna get pissed off.
I mean, I'll do is whoever the top trader is on the swap side. I think you said it was around $100 million in volume.
Yeah, lots of volume.
The bottom person in that tier did $14 million in volume, right? So there's again, even within that, folks are not going to be thrilled.
No. Maybe there will be. I actually feel like there's actually a lot of people, right, who is like guys. Okay, I'll put it straight now. Okay, very important. Okay, now you know what? Jupiter is for users. Okay, we spend. Okay, guys, can you scroll over quick? Sorry, do you mind?
Swap users?
Yeah. Oh, just go up. Actually, just go up. Do you mind? Just go up. Yeah, that's it. Done. Okay, done. Okay. Guys, okay.
You got it. Oh,
ready?
I like this. Hey,
Let's
you
go.
You got something. All right.
Guys, all right, here's the thing. We work our fucking ass off, okay? Every single fucking day, every single fucking minute, every single fucking thing to build the best experience in crypto. Bar none, okay? And we do not charge for a source and we charge reasonable fee for everything else, right? Now, and we work really fucking hard for this thing, right? So we said it many times, right? Jupiter works really fucking hard to build the best product for you. Done. That's it. We do that. Okay. And actually, I feel like, and any tokens that given out now is appreciation, right? An invitation, right? To follow the join process. Yep. And we do actually structure it such that, like, I think we do actually want to actually allow as many as possible, right? You know, to help the community. That's it. You know. Yeah.
There you go.
And the team worked so fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? To actually do this thing. Yeah.
So just to recap this quickly on the users side, users will be getting 425 million Jup in total, split into two groups. The swap users will be getting 340 million Jup, split into 5 tiers. And the expert traders will be getting 85 million Jup, split up into 7 tiers with some slight changes that might happen overall. Are you pointing at the microphone?
No, nothing. You see, we need a cat gym. Yeah, let's talk about
Chris is getting it. All right. We're going to talk about Catstanbul in just a little bit. Let's talk about stakers. Now, that was users. Let's talk about stakers. Stakers, again, are going to be... Go ahead.
Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
Yes, I mean, thank you. Yes, accurate. I feel like, I just want to say that I really appreciate all the users, by the way. Right? I really appreciate all the users. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And we work really hard to try to make sure that, we include as many as possible. Yeah.
That's right. All right, let's talk about the stakers. The stakers here are going to be split up into 2 groups. The first, happy to report, all stakers. If you have been staking over the past year, you will be getting a little piece of Jupuary as well. But not just the all stakers. We're going to have a special little segment set aside for the super voters. Those are the people that have participated. They're in the top 10th percentile for voting on DAO proposals. You don't have to vote on every single proposal. But if you're in the top 10% of people that have been voting, you're going to get an extra special airdrop. This is the way that we can ensure that people have been adding a lot of value to the governance process that we've talked so much about, the only one of its kind, historic decisions being made regularly. Those folks are going to get some allocation as well. So for all stakers, there's about 650,000 eligible wallets, and they will be receiving about 37.5 million Jup as a group. This ends up, now this is we debated whether to even keep this on the slide or not, honestly, because this might change a little bit, but just to start to set expectations and give people a sense here, this would be about 0.1 Jup for the per staked Jup that you have. That's what we think. For the super voters, who again is the top 10%, so it's about 66,000, again, they will also get 37.5 million. So half of the staker allocation goes to all stakers, half goes to the super voters. They can expect something in the region of about 0.3 Jup per staked Jup. Now, there's 2 big caveats here. The first one, this is a draft subject to change. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. And 2, this will all be dependent on your time-weighted stake. So not just how much stake you had at the end of the snapshot, but rather the amount of stake that you had over the course of the year. This is the way that we're able to reward the kind of loyal, consistent people that have been long-term. Now, hey, maybe you only joined 6 months after the DAO was formed. That's fine. You still deserve a little bit more credit than someone that just joined 2 weeks ago. All due respect to the new people, we love you as well. Don't worry, you'll get a little bit of an airdrop too. But so the longer you've been staking, the more you've been staking, the more of an airdrop you're going to get here. So this is not going to be 0.1 times whatever your number is in your allocation right now. Okay, want to make sure that's clear. It's per 1 stake Jup on a time-weighted basis. These things might change, but this is the initial thought on how it might go. Let me pause there and see what the chat has to say about that one. I assume that they like that one more.
No, honestly, I think that, yep, that's good. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Good. You want to respond to any of the chats here?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Just go on next to carrots.
What's that? Sorry.
Just go on to the next section, which is carrots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cool. We'll go over now to carrots. Carrots, we talked about a few times throughout this process already. So you have users, you have stakers, and then we have carrots. The users and stakers airdrop of 500 million Jup will be happening all at one time on one day, on a day before Catstanbul, I should say. The carrots will happen over time, right? They're not going to happen all on that same day as well. So there are $200 million set aside for this category. Let's take a look. So, Meow, you want to take it and talk about these?
Sure. Let's go. Carrots. Let's
Carrots!
go.
Nom, 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 nom.
Carrots. Can you chat? Can you get chat?
Drop a little carrot in the chat. Someone Photoshop a carrot into my mouth right now. A carrot, only a carrot, nothing else.
Bro.
I thankfully did not open my mouth. I did a little
fuck?
like cigar
I
kind of
can
thing.
like serious. What the fuck? Come on, bro. Yeah. Okay, let's
Okay,
go.
carrot. So
Okay,
the first set of carrot here.
All right. So here's the thing. Right now, so we will be allocating 50 to 200 Jup per wallet. Right, like 50 for the low tier and 200 for the higher tier. Right, per wallet for claiming and staking via Jup Mobile.
Pretty
Okay?
good.
Yeah.
Pretty
Why? Because again, the whole point here is this, right? Like, so it's like we actually want to actually give so even if you're a lower tier user and stuff, right? You got 50 Jup, right? But you want to kind of be more involved, right? I'm saying, right? You can actually get more double that 100 Jup.
Yeah.
I'm saying? By the way, 100 Jup is actually equal or more, right, than whatever people receive in the first Jupuary, by the way, like, on the value basis.
On the value
right?
basis,
On
yeah.
the basis. So I think, so for example, and why claiming and staking on Jup Mobile? Very simple, right? So basically, if you want to, because again, the whole point of Jupuary is to actually encourage people to be part of DAO, right? But we don't want to do stakes, right? We don't want to punish people.
Don't
right?
want to do sticks.
Yeah, the overwhelming feedback from is like, okay, don't punish people, right? Like, don't punish people, right, for doing so. And also
Forced vesting and things of that nature.
And everything, right? Also the things that people are saying that do not it's also a really bad read. It's also not a good dynamic, right? If you do it even though you don't want to do it, right? Make sense? So I feel like
Like
what's
a
actually,
forced claim or something like that.
yeah,
you're
forced
saying.
claim precisely, right? So I think over here, I think we took the feedback a lot.
Yep.
And okay, cool, all right. I think we will actually, I think the best thing to do is actually, hey, you know what, like, if you take the effort to download the app and claim and stake, right, per Jup Mobile. And by the way, guess what? After the Jupuary, there's gonna be a few votes coming out, a really awesome votes coming out. No, guys, seriously, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fun, guys. It's gonna be so fun. Like after Jupuary, we're gonna have 4 or 5 votes. After Jupuary,
5
at Catstanbul, we're gonna have five votes. Five.
Five.
Yeah,
Interesting.
no.
Okay.
Like we're gonna have 5 votes. Right, I'm saying, right, so we're gonna vote on it, right? So the whole idea here is to kind of like let people let people download the app so they get notifications, right? And claim it so there's some stake in the game, right? And then stake it, and the votes come.
Your phone is always with you. You're able to get notifications so you can stay up to date on the Jupiverse. The fact is, Jup Mobile is going to be central to the continued grow the pie strategy. We talked about this back in February, right? Of this, the Great Migration is how we start to get more users on here. So this is one way to just help motivate people to do that, right? So additional Jup here, and just as Meow said, this is not a forced claim. If you don't want to use Jup Mobile, if you don't want to claim the Jupiter Mobile, no problem.
It's if you don't want to be part of the community, right? If you don't have part of the community, right, I'm saying no problem, right? I'm saying no, right? So it's like so if you don't have part of the community, no problem. But then if you want part of the community and you want to claim and stake, right, I'm saying, and get notifications, right, I'm saying, then you do this thing. Yep.
It's the best way to stay plugged in. Jup Mobile. And also, by the way, Jup Mobile, it does 5 things. It has 5 Fs. And I will say, it fucks hard. I'm just going to say it. It is a banger wallet. I do
Guys,
really
we are working so hard on this thing. So hard on this, by the way. So hard on this thing. It's like, but
Ledger support for Jupiter Mobile.
Jup Mobile is also like fundamentally a native wallet, right? Native app. And then Ledger just doesn't have that great support on native. Yeah, so we have to work on it. Yeah.
All right, so that's the, where did this go? There we go. Other carrots here that you want to talk about.
Oh yeah, so I know the whole point here is to optimize for long-term ongoing participation, right? You know, yeah. And the one is actually around like encouraging, and also the leftover might also go into encouraging like buying and staking throughout the year, right? So there's a chance that the carrots and stuff, if there are enough carrots and stuff left over, also be used for like encouraging buying and staking, throughout the year. Yeah.
Right. So the expectation is not that all 200 million goes into the Jupe Mobile additional kind of bonus, right? There'll be some others for other initiatives as well that serve this kind of long-term purpose.
No, it doesn't matter. So over here, it doesn't matter. It's like iOS users who are first to use. It doesn't. You see, it doesn't matter. It's about.
You're saying the comment doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry. Oh no. Sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead.
You sure? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. No. Someone is saying that iOS. No, it doesn't matter. No.
The time when you use the mobile wallet does not impact this. This is not a reward for previous Jupe Mobile users, right? This is just if you claim and stake via Jupe Mobile, you will get this bonus.
Yep.
Android, iOS, I guess those are the only two, but that should be most of you who are watching this. If you're on a Linux phone, pivot to Android, I guess. I don't even know if they make Linux phones.
I accurate. So the 500 million Jupe and stuff is will not be flexible.
500 million Jupe is going out.
It's going
on that day in January.
Oh yes, precisely.
Come
right.
hell or high
and
water.
then for carrots, right? Is that like, and for the carrot stuff, like number one is like for this amount they have to claim and they will still stake it, right? And ideally they vote and part of the community long term.
That's right. And hey, why wouldn't they be? It's a fun community. You get to make powerful decisions over the future of a
It's
major
fun,
protocol.
It's fun.
Yeah,
you get to do
good.
fun stuff too. It's getting
That's
fun,
true. Yeah.
right?
That's good
It's
stuff.
it's actually really fun, right? So I feel like so that is and also so yes. So we do have the 500 the part of it, right?
500 million.
That is like once allocated, it's there, done.
Yeah.
Right, I'm saying, right? And then we do have the 200 million that's like more flexible. I'm saying, yeah, that we actually that probably will not go out the same day.
Yeah.
No, because like for this 200 we have to be staked and claimed.
Yeah. And I will say this was directly informed by the feedback that people had between proposal 1 and 2, right? This idea of like, hey, how do we make sure that people are thinking long term, that they're not just getting it and dumping it and all this kind of stuff. So that is the kind of idea behind the carrots over here. So $200 million, or 200 million Jupe, excuse me, going into that. But there's one last category that we can't forget.
Actually, do you
any
mind if I
questions
just
here?
run through real quick and stuff?
Go for it.
Okay, there's a lot of comments about tiers. Like honestly, there's no way to do it, right? For example, again, guys, the power law is pretty big, right? It's like literally like 1,000 to 100 million, right? So no matter how we slice it, it's going to be a big gap.
Yeah.
Right.
With the space within every tier was always going to be large. And,
Yeah,
and it
always
is
gonna
large
be
at
large,
every
yeah.
level, right?
Large at every level. I mean, we can look into it. I know May will look into it. We look into it and stuff, right? We try to make it lower, but fundamentally, right, the tiers are going to be big. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just what happens when you have lots of users and a lot of diversity in how much people are using the platform. It's just the way that it goes. Was there anything else about the carrots that we should respond to? How are people feeling about the carrots, Meow?
Nah, like it.
People like the carrots. People like the carrots. And this is what we were talking about earlier, that, hey, if you are in that lowest tier as a swap user, and that's the only thing that you haven't done, you haven't staked, you haven't been voting, you haven't used any of the other products, well, hey, you can still get a larger airdrop by using Jupe Mobile to claim and stake it, right?
Yeah, to claim and stake it, yeah.
So, there's something, as hopefully people can feel, there's kind of something in this for everyone, trying to help balance all the different parts of the Jupers, make sure that we're able to grow the pie and everybody feels appreciated. If you're getting that sense, even if you disagree with the specifics, drop a little W in the chat for me right now. Let's see what kind of people, if people can at least appreciate the intention and the energy that went into this, which I assure you was fucking massive. It was no small thing. So please drop a little W if you're still with us on that side. Okay. All good?
No, I'm just looking through stuff right now.
Okay, there's going to be one category that we're going to talk about in a second.
Oh, there's actually one really good feedback. Actually, it's like
already.
We might do adjust the vote stuff because 3 of the votes need to be weighted down 103. Yeah, because remember that there was the awkward thing about we did 3 votes, but they're really 1 vote kind of thing, right? It's a trouble group stuff. It's fine. Yeah, but someone brought really good feedback. On the front.
Already good feedback is coming in. So there were, if I'm not mistaken, something like 19 votes over the course of last year. Was that, or was it 17?
Yeah,
I forget. But 3 of them are actually basically 1.
Yeah, basically it should be considered 1 and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay, so things might change a little bit from here, folks. Stay tuned for that side. Okay, But at the end of the day, super voters will be rewarded. So if you've been a loyal and active participant in DAO governance, regularly voting, there will be something there.
So I mean, for those who have difficulties in mobile and stuff, we might do something later on, right? But at the start for Jupuary, it will be mobile only. Yeah, because we really want to make sure that you are a long-term participant in the game. The whole point here is to actually incentivize you to be a long-term participant in the game. Yeah.
So when you say mobile only?
Yeah, I mean like maybe after but mobile only. Yep.
Okay. All right. Should we talk about the last category here, which are the good cats? Before we do, looks like Meow's caught a comment that he wants to respond to.
No, I'm
That
just
look
looking.
in his eye.
I'm just looking through to make sure that I'm not very slide focused. I'm more like comment focused. So
Yeah,
you know.
no, that's why I'm pausing to see what you got.
This is true, guys. Okay, regardless of everything and
better
stuff,
eyesight.
eat more carrots. Always eat more carrots.
Here's a little
okay?
fun fact for you all. Do you know that that is a myth propagated by the Brits during World War II to hide the fact that they had discovered radar before the Germans? So they put out propaganda saying that it was because the Brits eat so many carrots in order to confuse the Germans in World War II.
Really? No
That's
way.
a true story. That's when that was
Seriously?
born. Yeah. It's wartime propaganda. Carrots don't actually improve your eyesight.
No, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
No, really? But carrots? Like, no, really?
I'm just telling you what I read on the internet, and we know that everything on the internet can be trusted. So no problem.
Wait, my mom said eat more carrots.
Oh no. Meow mom.
No,
Mrs.
really?
Meow, what are you doing over
Come
there?
on, come on. My mom was always right.
I take it back. You know, fuck Wikipedia or wherever I read that. I instead listened to Meow's mom.
Yes. High five. There you go.
Ooh,
Okay,
crisp.
guys,
That's crisp.
no fun. Okay, let's take a step back, right?
All right.
Okay, honestly though, okay, guys, funny story, okay? Let's take a break. Let's break for a while.
Well, good cats, we'll get to you in a second. Yeah.
You know, like when I was young, right? I asked them, I wanted to ride a motorbike, right? And my mom was like, "Fuck no, you are not riding a bike. You are not riding a bike. But fuck it, right?" I was like, "It's so weird because like she's actually pretty chill about everything." But then where's the motorbike? She's like, "Fuck no, fucking no fucking motorbike bike." I was like, "Nah." Then I said, "Fuck you, who cares?" Right? Then I went to take a motorbike. Sorry.
Wash your mouth out with soap. Told your mom to.
Anyway, after that I actually went for motorbike course, right? And like a second course, I realized what she said. I was like, right into the boundary. I was like, fuck. Wow. I was like doing like 10 kilometers per hour or something. Then I was like, okay, mom, you're right. That's when I realized moms are always right.
Moms are always right.
Eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe carrots are good for your eyesight. I don't know. If you have a story about your mom, drop it in the chat right now. This is the mom celebration hour.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because she's like, yeah, it's funny, Yeah.
Shout out to all the moms out there, DGen and otherwise. See what I did there?
Yeah,
You see
so
what I did
okay,
there?
so one thing about gaps, this thing just keep coming up,
back to
right?
the
So
comment,
I understand the whole gap thing should be high. Yeah, we still can do about it, but the brutal reality is that the reason why the gap is so big at the bottom, right? Is simply because there's a lot of people at the bottom.
Yeah,
right.
I've just pulled it back up.
A lot. Let's think about it, right?
Yep.
People who didn't even make the tier, right? There are 8 million of them. The wallet slam 8 million tiers.
8
Guys,
million
think about it.
wallets did
8
not
million
qualify.
wallets didn't make the tier.
Yeah.
Right? Just so you know, it's a pretty big gap.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Pretty big
Yeah, like
I mean-
so basically the thing is that I think we could actually lower the amount, but the problem is that then it becomes like from 250 it becomes even lower, right? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question. No? Yeah.
That is the tough thing here, right? Is that between the 5th and 4th tier, which I think is what most people are focusing on in the chat, 800 to 29,000, so whatever that is, like 35x difference, which is a lot on an absolute basis, but it's also only $28,000 difference. Between the 3rd and the 4th tier, there's a $470,000 difference, right? So like in absolute terms, the gaps are pretty large. In the 2nd and 3rd tier, $2.5 million difference, and in the first tier, $11 million difference. So the tiers are large in order to try to capture some of the diversity that's happening here. Again, and we should probably tweet this out.
This
just
also
like the
this also
steep
not good
chart.
feedback. This also good feedback, by the way. It's like it's not guys. It's actually wrong, by the way. It's not top 10% of stakers. It's consistency. This is very important.
Yeah.
I think that's a misunderstanding here.
So let me just re-clarify this on the staker side. Right now, the plan is of the staker allocation, 50% goes to anybody that has staked time-weighted basis. That's the critical thing, right? So it's not just what you see on the screen right today. It's how long have you been staking? How consistent have you been in keeping that stake active? The other 50% will go towards the super voters, who are the top 10% of most active voters, the most active and consistent participants in governance. Those are the two categories, not the top 10% of stakers will get something special. That is not true. All stakers will receive part of the Jupuary airdrop, but it's only the super voters who are actively involved that will get that other chunk. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Some people are. I think some people are really feeling upset that they think that they do some volume and they I mean, again, like these volumes are not 100% fixed.
Yep.
There's some adjustment here and there, but the tiers are pretty rough. Yep. And one of the things that people really felt very hard for was that like they were like, okay, based on like I just barely missed out on the tier.
That's always the most painful.
Yeah, that's quite painful.
I can understand.
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, I mean, we might look into adjusting it, right? But I think no matter what, I think there's going to be like a 10 to 100x difference in volume between tiers. Yeah,
Has to be. It's the only way. Or, I mean, far fewer people get it. But the goal is to grow the pie, right? So like the goal is hopefully to try to include a lot of people here on the small end, while people at the top end of volume can still feel appreciated for their usage, right? I think it's also just like important to remember this is not, the whole point here is to grow the pie, right? Like the game here is how do we make sure that more people can become part of governance, more people can see the kind of beauty of this community and come together here. Let's go. All right. So then we go over to the good cats. And also, in case you're joining us late here, let me say again, we have these different groups: swap users, expert traders, all stakers, super voters. If you're a part of all four of those groups, you're going to get 4 airdrops put together in one, right?
But,
so like it'll add up together. It's not either or. So if you've been active across different parts of the Jupiverse, your airdrop will be more than just the 50 Jup here at the bottom end. Okay, cool. So let's go over to the good cats. Good cats.
So,
here.
but one thing real quick is that, by the way, guys, May is actively reading all the comments, right? I'm saying,
nice.
and then like and also
Hey,
like hey, and she's actually and part of discussion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's how it goes. It's good.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing all the feedback in Discord, on Jup Research forums, and everywhere else.
Bro, see this comment, right? Whales ruin every market, and they're only 2.3.
This we gotta shut down. This kind of behavior.
Like,
This is
like,
not true.
You really
not
kind
true.
of like it's very tricky because like you have people who trade more. They say, hey, we matter more, right? And people who trade less, they go like, hey, you know what? Oh, the whales are so. And that's both are not true, right? Like guys, the very very tough thing here, right, is that we do have to balance it out.
Yeah.
Right. Between like making sure that it's something that, especially if you are willing to claim and participate, right? It's meaningful for you.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? But also make sure that you get something saying to appreciate you.
I will. Yeah. I'm gonna go a little heavy.
Go,
this kind of fucking like. Listen, I am not.
Oh my! Wait, you say fucking?
I say fucking all the time.
Oh my god, no! But in the here, I think it's first time.
On the call?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I
you say fucking jokingly, jokingly, but now it's like you
now
actually
angrily.
Yeah, no, it's the first time I said fucking serious.
Yeah, that's true. That might be true. Listen, I am not a whale. Let me be very clear on that. I am not in that top tier. I don't even think I'm in that second tier. But I will say this: this fucking anti-whale thinking is a poison to this community and any other. It is like a way of dividing lines and saying like, no, because they're doing something that I cannot do or not able to do right now, they are the enemy. They are not the fucking enemy. We're on the same team. They are driving a ton of usage of the product. They're getting a lot of value out of the product. And quite frankly, everyone is useful at Jupiter. Whether you're doing $10 or $10 million, you are helpful to the cause. And so just because you're on the lower end of the spectrum, it is a self-defeating attitude, and it's something that will break the, break the community.
And by the way, I think what was actually really crucial here is that I think I feel like a lot of people, a lot of the whale stakers, they get really great feedback.
Yeah, I mean, Uni was one of them.
Really great feedback, right? I'm saying they get really great feedback, and then like we adjust.
You know what the difference is? It's not that like whales or non-whales give better feedback. It is like good people give good feedback, and those are people that might have size or might not have size yet. If you don't have size yet, hopefully, inshallah, you will someday. And I think overall, the key thing to remember here: same team. Right? This is the same team. We're all pushing towards the same goal. And the second we start pointing fingers and say, his slice is bigger than mine, that's not the way to do it, folks. That is absolutely not the right way to go about it. Anyway, my rant is over, and I'm back to being smiley and saying fucking in a joyful way.
Yeah, I mean, May, I think we should look at. I mean, yeah, I think the swap. Yeah, I think we can probably do like for the other tier we have like seven. You
want to increase the number of tiers?
I don't know. Up to May, the Empress.
You're really putting it all on May there, huh?
Always.
This is why you should not be Meow's boss. You'll get all the flack. Yeah, I think that. Listen, there's already.
Yeah,
just as like we're.
This is funny. Someone was saying something funny. Yeah, this is funny.
Yeah, you'll never be a whale if you hate them. That is also true.
It's so funny.
I think that the Kash is not a secret whale. Cannot stress how much I am not a secret whale. But here's, I think, like a great takeaway from this. If you have been watching, you will notice that at the bottom of every slide, it says this is a draft subject to change. The reason that we do this is not to present to you and tell you how it's going to be, but rather to invite the feedback so that we can co-create something better. The first proposal for Jupuary did not pass, right? It did not get that 70% threshold that was required, but after a bunch of feedback, became 87%. A similar thing is probably going to happen here, where some people are like, hey, we should have more tiers. Okay, maybe. Let's run the numbers and see. Put a proposal into the Jupe Research Forum, and it can be taken into account. And I think ultimately what will happen is that, my idea is never as good as our idea. And really the goal here is to bring the community in a way that only really Jupiter does to kind of co-create this process. So before you get too in your feelings, make your voice heard and try to contribute productively to the conversation. That's my ask. Damn, wow. I'm really going like Mr. Rogers today. I don't know why. Jupuary has got me all sentimental and serious.
Yeah, you're so aggressive today.
Yeah,
amazing.
I think seeing like.
Can I get a K on the chat? Can I get a K on the chat? Right,
the closer
Kash?
I get to joining for real, the closer.
Yeah, like, oh my god, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm scared right now. Should I be scared?
You should be scared because it's going to be directed at you someday.
The passion. Ooh. Ooh, go. The passion. Ooh. The passion. Oh.
Folks, listen. All right. Can we talk about the good cats?
So many cases. I've been on the same fucking case. I have been on.
I'm not happy until they say that I'm funnier than you are. Then I'll be very
You're
happy.
You're not funnier than me. Forget it. You're not funnier than me. Forget it. That's not happening. Forget it.
That is in myself a very good joke. All right. Let's go talk about the good cats, because we still have to talk about Catstanbul. It's already 9 o'clock. We've been here for a little while, and we still got plenty of ground to go. So let's talk about the good cats, the last kind of category in this. Why don't you say it, brother? These are your people, first and foremost.
No, it's May's people, actually.
These are May's. You're really putting it all on May today.
She's the Empress. She's the Empress. Okay, guys. Okay, pro tip. Okay,
Get yourself a 9-year-old intern.
Get yourself a 9-year-old intern, because no one can hit on 9-year-old interns.
That's a fact. It's illegal in many countries.
What's that?
It's illegal in many countries, yeah.
Okay, look. Look, if it's me, they can hit on me, right? Yeah. Oh, this stupid meow. Hey, right? Scam cat, whatever, right? I think it's funny. I got scam cat, a stupid cat, dumb cat, everything. You know what I'm saying, but no one can hit on me.
May's too good.
Too good.
But so, for the good cats that are out there, May's people, let's say for anyone that has added value from the community in 2024, there will be a special allocation waiting for you, my friend. This will be an application-based process starting in January. You will be probably during the profile creation, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, probably.
When you're linking your wallets together, you'll be able to say, hey, here's who I am. Here are the kind of contributions I've made, and here's why I think I am a good cat. It's possible that there are going to be some tiers that kind of soft develop there between good cats, the goodest cats, etc., based on the level of contribution.
Right? Definitely.
It's not going to be a flat one size for all. The more you gave,
but
in terms of time, energy, commitment, the more you will receive classic J4J mentality. So again, if you're a smaller trader, you're watching this right now, you're like, hey, I did whatever, $5,000 in swap volume, but I answered a lot of people's questions in the Discord. I made a lot of memes. I was able to add value in X, Y, and Z ways. I hosted a meetup. I told all my friends about Jupiter Mobile. I made all of these different types of things. You will be eligible for the good cats allocation as well. So again, trying to be as inclusive as possible to ensure that the folks who are adding value are getting value back.
Man, Kash, your energy today is pretty good, huh?
It's pretty good, huh? We should give away 700 million Jupe all the time. I'll be like this all the time.
Pretty fucking amazing.
I tell my friends and stuff about what's like my non-crypto friends about this, and they're just like, wait, you're doing what? And I'm like, yeah, Jupiter's fucking awesome, dude. This is the kind of
it's
stuff
awesome, right?
It gets me excited. I get amped up with it, dude. I'm a brave killer cat. Yeah, that is good. If you think you might be a good cat, please drop a little W in the chat right now and let us know.
Let's go.
If you speak English, do you get priority for good cat? Absolutely, obviously, yes. This is only for English speakers in total.
But yeah, I mean, by the way, for Turkish community, we'll be there very soon. Yeah, let's meet up. It should be so fun.
All right, so should we talk about? There's one other thing that we should say here.
Oh yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, go. All right, let's go. Okay,
let's go.
All right. For those who want the bigger Jupuary, who want remember, it's not about your size of pie, it's about growing the pie, right? So if you want a bigger Jupuary, stake it, vote it, and work it. Simple, done.
As simple as that.
That's it, right? Now, okay, look here. Now, we are basically, if you have been part of the Jupuary community, right? You have, we are really, really committed, right? You know what I'm saying, to kind of making sure that like you're visible. That I mean, remember how we talked about the whole appreciation thing, right?
Yeah.
Like what's part of Jupuary? Three things, right? Now, grow a pie, appreciate the cats, and build a foundation. Okay, now that we've gone through all these things again, let us go all the way back to look at the goals. One more time, yeah, real quick. Yeah.
Boom.
All right, guys. Now that we've gone through this thing, okay, let us go through everything one more time. Okay, now grow the pie. Okay, now we worked really, really hard to make sure that the expert traders and the stakers and the swap users on top end feel appreciated, right? We also worked really, really, really hard, right, to make sure that like 2 million wallet stuff, especially okay, if you are willing to also claim and stake and be part of the community, right, you actually get double, right?
Via Jupuary Mobile.
Yeah, right. I'm saying? Yeah, so I think there's a really big growth of exercise that we are doing here. Okay. Secondly, we also work really, really hard, right, to make sure that whether you're a staker or a community contributor, whether you are an expert trader, whether you're a swap user, right? I'm saying, you will feel appreciated. Okay, and part of the whole thing. Again, us appreciating you doesn't mean you get what you think. You
don't get everything you want.
I feel like, but we work really hard to make sure that you see yourself there. You saying? Yeah, and obviously I think it's our hope that with this Jupuary push, we'll get a lot more people into the DAO, into the community, and hopefully participating more.
That's the end goal. That's the end goal. All right, folks. I'll just do a rapid fire recap of this because I see we have what is it? 27,000 viewers now, 28,000 viewers. So let's go through just real quick for anyone who came a little bit late. Jupuary as a whole, 700 million Jup approved by the Jupiter DAO after 2 rounds of voting. 500 million of that is going to go to users and stakers. 425 million for users, 75 million for stakers. A further 200 million will be used for carrots and for good cats in ways that I'll describe in a second. Over on the user side, we're actually breaking the users into 2 groups. First, we have swap users, use Jup AG and the typical swap function. And then we have expert traders who are using things like perps, ape, and so on and so forth, the other suite of Jupiter products. Those groups are going to be split up into 2. So 340 million will be sent over to the swap users and 85 million to the expert traders in tiers. Here's a quick look at what those tiers look like, subject to change. We might add more tiers, might change the thresholds a little bit, but this is roughly what we're doing, trying to include about 2 million wallets or 2.3 million wallets on the user side and include about 260,000 wallets on the expert trader side. After that, we have stakers. Stakers, again, chopped into 2 groups. First, all stakers will receive something as a part of this Jupuary, 37.5 million Jup to be given out based on your time-weighted stake. So not the stake that you see right now, but how long you've had that stake is going to be a critical function here. And then the other group, the other half will go to super voters, the most active, the most loyal, the people that are contributing to governance on a regular basis. There will be 37.5 million set aside just for that group. Here's roughly what that's going to look like, but that's probably going to change a little bit. In the final category, we have the carrots. These are $200 million or 200 million Jup. This is 200 million Jup that's not going to be given away on that same day as the other 500 million. This will be on a slightly more ongoing basis. 50 to 200 Jup for claiming and staking your airdrop via Jup Mobile. Possibly some other initiatives that optimize for that long-term participation and encouraging that buying and staking. And then finally, good cats will have their own part of this allocation. Applications open in January. God damn. I'm excited for Jupuary. How you feeling, Meow? Let's
Man,
go.
that's a rapid fire. Hey, Kash, how do you speak so fast? Yeah, be so
I
clear.
speak fast.
No. Yeah, be clear. How to do that?
Oh, that's
Right. The moment the moment I speak fast, no one gets me, man. It's not even English anymore. guys, get it. Okay, guys. Okay.
You want to try doing the same
No,
thing?
no.
We'll do clip for clip.
No, if I speak slowly, I speak English.
Okay.
If I speak normally, I speak English.
And if you speak excitedly,
No.
just gibberish.
Yes, there's English, and gibberish. The 3 tiers of evolution.
All right. Well, speaking of evolution, perfect segue, actually, buddy.
There you go.
Let's talk a little bit about
There you fucking go.
Catstanbul 2025, January 25th and 26th in Istanbul, Turkey. What do people have to look forward to? Meow?
Aggregate, align, accelerate. Let's go.
Catstanbul is all about evolution.
Hey guys, I'm so happy I'm moving past this, man. Let's go.
Something tells me we're not done with Jupuary allocations just yet. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about it again.
A lot more,
some point soon.
But
for right now,
bro. Which is why we're finishing Jupuary, right? Before Catstanbul, right?
That's
See
right.
what I'm saying, right?
That's
like,
right.
which is why it's actually really important, right? For Jupuary to be conducted and stuff sometime between, I would say at about 20th. Roughly?
Around January 20th.
Yeah, around there, right? Because we want to really get it done.
People asking about the checker here. Probably, let's say mid-Jan. If we're thinking around the 20th for the airdrop.
Yeah, probably a bit earlier, probably.
A little bit early, hopefully a little bit early. Not for the next few days, at least, folks. So it's not going to happen in 2024. So don't check or ask on that. But yeah, mostly it's one checker in the chat.
No, there's actually a lot of stuff too. I mean, like Catstanbul is actually fucking amazing, right? Yeah.
So speaking of Catstanbul is all about evolution, and it's the evolution of 3 pieces. The whole kind of Jupiterverse. The Jupiter as a platform. There are some major announcements coming. Let me tell you. Evolution of the Jupuverse and the community coming together in real life for the first time ever. By the way, we're already past 500 subsidies, so a lot of great people are coming out. Something to be very excited about. And then, of course, the evolution of Jup, the token itself. And some real alpha is going to be dropped over there at Catstanbul. I'll leave this slide for you, my friend. What is the official language of Catstanbul?
What's that? Ebgrish. Let's go.
Who's
Ebgrish.
Daikon
Let's go.
Frost?
Hey, do you know that there are 3 times more Ebgrish speakers than English speakers? 3 times more.
Wow. Power laws and everything, I suppose.
No, guys, think about it. Right? You know why? Because who is native English speakers, right? A couple countries. But who are native Ebgrish speakers? Bro,
Every country, basically.
every fucking one, man.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Is Daikon Frost the troll that said it initially? Was that?
No, the founder of Ebgrish. He's the founder. Where's the video, by the way? Is the video there?
What video?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, it was that. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Guys, stop. Go back first. Okay, guys. Okay, so.
I'm so glad you found the clip. Shout out to
Wait, sorry,
Julian.
1 second. Okay, so now, so the founder of Ebgrish is a wonderful guy called or girl, right?
We don't know.
We don't know. It's like like called Daikon Frost. Okay, Ken. And then what we'll do now is that we'll recap the wonderful moment. Okay, let's recap. Okay, the wonderful moment where Ebgrish.
Flashback in time to the invention of Eblish.
It's funny. Someone says hearing me talk English is frustrating. Can you showcase the tweet, the message?
Daikon Frost.
The guy that says that hearing me talk
Daikon
English
Frost.
is frustrating can't spell English. That's so funny. I love you, Daikon Frost. But if you want to insult my English, spell English properly.
Pretty good, right? Pretty good, right?
Pretty good. That
Pretty
was
good,
the
right?
beginning of it all.
This is the law, like Mulu. But Mulu did this video, by the way. Mulu. Shout out to Mulu.
Mulu
Mulu,
the
I love you.
greatest,
Yeah,
Mulu.
it's so great. Thank you so much, right?
The
Yeah,
best.
but the founding father of Ebgrish.
Daikon Frost, if you're in the
Frost.
chat right now, please let us know. I would love
Is
to.
he here? Is he here?
Is he getting a special Jupuary allocation? Is he
Yes.
good cat?
Call me. So he's going to get an allocation from me.
Talk about loving your trolls, huh? All right, let's talk a little bit
seriously.
about Catstanbul. Let's talk a little bit
Daikon
about
Frost,
Catstanbul.
let's go, yeah.
All right, so on day 1, what do people have to look forward to, Meow?
What's that? Oh yeah, okay, guys, we're finally Xian almost murdered me, right? No, she was so frustrated
Shout
at
out
me.
to Love. Shout out to And Soju.
I was actually having like dinner with the team sometime, and then I saw her loitering around my food. I think she'll murder me, poison me or something. Right? It's like, where's the agenda? But happy to share. Okay, like the agenda is like here, right? It's largely here, right?
Well-
So I think day one, what?
High level agenda.
Come on, it's almost done. Come on. Okay, let's go.
Let's ask again about that.
So for day one, it's like focus announcement, right?
Yes.
Like okay, so day one is like focus announcement, right? Platform announcement, initiatives, bangers, right? Lots of stuff going on, right?
Bangers only, honestly.
Right? You think so?
Bangers only
You think so?
are allowed on that first
You
day.
think so?
I mean, I've seen some of the talks that are happening on that first day. I can assure you, it is bangers only.
Oh, I trust you.
You're giving a talk?
Hey, bangers, let's
I'll
go.
be giving a talk. You'll be giving a talk, and a bunch of other luminaries from across the Jupiter team and partner circle will be giving talks. But what's going to happen on day two?
The guy, okay, hey, someone asked, what's the name of the guy besides Meow?
What's the name of the guy?
It's cash money,
Wow.
cash.
I don't think I've ever felt worse than in this moment. I've done 35 planetary calls. I've done 10 Jupuarys. I've been on this call for 2 hours. My name is there in the bottom of the screen. I'm not trying to be an egotistical guy, but I mean, come on.
Come on, bro.
Anyway.
Come on. You should be happy. Someone asking about you. We're just asking who's this good-looking guy right here, man. Oh my god, I want to be like him.
I mean, had he said that,
Sorry?
I would have blown him a little kiss. But he didn't. He just said, "Who is this guy? Who is this dude? Say my name."
Who is Cash really? Tell us, Cash. Who are you? Who are you?
I'm
really?
just I can't say what I was
underneath
gonna
that,
say.
under charismatic on the
Very,
hair.
That's what I was going to say.
Beneath on the hair, what are you?
I'm just
Come on, just tell us what are you.
I'm just
Tell
a,
us.
a happily married man. Shout out to my wife, my baby. That's all I really. I'm a family man.
You really?
I'm a family
Jup
man.
family? Jup is fam?
And Jup is family.
Jup is fam.
Jup is
Hey,
home.
Jup is
Jup is
home.
home.
Hey,
You know.
let's go.
Soon, January 1st, my real family now. All right, day two. So day one is focused announcements.
Sorry, go on.
Largely from the team. Day two, distributed sharing. This is what I think is very cool about this conference. What's going to happen on day two?
Okay, so it's actually really cool, right? So day one is like announcements, right? So we don't like, it's actually really weird because like in most, I mean, we want to be focused, right? So first day is about focus announcements, right? Second day is focus two, right?
Yeah.
You know, but distributed sharing, right? So we're gonna have a lot of like, so one room is going for technical and product deep dives. You know, right? So basically there's going to be a lot of like, you know, technical product deep dives around everything. And then second thing, there's one room for the votes, the DAOs, and the work groups, right? And then there's one big area, and this is an exciting one, right? We actually really want to actually do a unconference.
Can you explain what an unconference is for people that aren't familiar?
Actually, before do that, can we just pull up a tweet real quick? Sorry, it's no.
Which tweet?
So yeah, I think one tweet will probably explain that the most more than anything else. Just okay, here you go. All right. Let me just put it to you.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, for sure. 1 second. All right. So can you put it down real quick?
Where did you send it? There it is. Oh, from our guy. Someone who might just be a good cat himself, if I can say.
Oh, definitely go ahead.
Well, it might just be. It's Loki. Shout out to Loki, who I think is in the chat right now as well. It's up on screen.
What was that?
Tweet's here. What did you want to say about the tweet?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so okay, guys, this is actually really important. Okay, cool. All right. So
there he is.
hey,
shout out to
Loki,
Loki,
how's it
in the
going?
chat,
Loki, how's it going?
Of course.
Hey,
Loki never misses a Jupe
bro.
rally, never misses a planetary call, doesn't miss Discord calls. Look, is the greatest. All right.
All right. So unconference, right, is one where there's no agenda preset. What?
Go on.
No. There's no agenda preset, right? Sorry, I have to do it. I'll do it again. Some say you're a hot bitch.
Hey, now Vivian, now you're speaking my language, but happily married man, Vivian.
Are you?
But I appreciate it.
Are you happily married?
Very happily married.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
extremely
man.
happy.
And loyal too.
7 years, I think now. Oh fuck, that's probably.
You're too old, bro. Okay, let's go.
I don't include that in the clip when you send it to my wife.
But let's go on. So
Yeah.
basically, I think so unconference, right? Let's reset. Reset, okay? We're doing some water first. This is very important.
We got 10 minutes left in the studio, by the way.
It's okay. He's chill.
we good to
Don't
go
worry.
on? All right,
He's
cool.
the best guy. You know. Hey, okay. All right, man. All right. So unconference, right? Is basically like one, there's no agenda, right? It's a no fixed, right? So the day one will be highly planned, right? You know, there'll be a lot of like announcement, like banger, right?
Specific times
And then
for
there'll
each
also be rooms, right? You know, where where our team and the product guys, you know, will do like product deep dives, you know, into the into all like security, cryptography, networking, all the tech topics, right? And also be one room that is like for to talk about the votes, upcoming votes, and the Jupiter DAO work groups, right? Done. And then there's a good, but on the second day, right, the big area is going to be unconference, right? Now, what does that mean? It means that like everyone there'll be a big board for everybody to kind of like have a space to talk.
Yeah.
Right? I'm saying, so anyone that wants to talk about things, they will just sign up to talk and share, right? Then and it's actually amazing, right? So I think I'll be sharing as a conference. Also, I'll be doing something as well there. You know, I'll also be signing up for the conference.
Yeah.
Right. Talk about stuff. Right. Yeah. So I think you know, in this case, I think I would love to have everyone like Lotri just talk. It's live stream too, by the way, right? So guys, everything at Catstanbul is live streamed. You know, but you don't have to, by the way. It's like for the unconference, if you don't want to, you don't have to live stream it, right? So everything else is like live streamed, but basically everything will be recorded and live streamed.
See, and I apologize for earlier where I said the unconference will not be live streamed. We will figure that out, and it will all be live streamed. Yes,
it's all live streamed, right? Done. All live streamed. Done. That's it. Done.
I think what's cool about this to me is that we've talked a lot about how Catstanbul is not about like the celebrity guest, right? Because the celebrity guest is you attending it, and the unconference is a way for every attendee to get up and share their story and kind of have their 15 minutes in the spotlight or whatever it might be. So definitely want to hear about Lucky's life story.
Can you pull out my dad tweet also?
Other tweet?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Where is there? Oh, just down here.
Let's go. My profile.
Oh, okay.
And let's go down. Scroll down.
No big names for Catstanbul because the only big name we need is you.
Can you do it? Yes, guys. Important, okay, guys. We guys, for Catstanbul, we are doing so many things completely differently. Okay, all right, like we don't ask you to pay. We pay you. We offer subsidy. We subsidize, right, for the right people to come, right? We don't go around trying to. Our focus, guys. Our focus is not on, paying a lot of money to big names to come here, right? Our focus is on you.
Yeah.
Right, really kind of making sure that like whether it's the announcements, it will be things that you care about, right? That's why that's why we talk about Jupiter, the Jupiters and Jup, right? Yeah. And obviously, I know a lot of people watching and stuff. Like Jup is a really big topic of interest, right? So we're going to cover that as well extensively, okay? In Catstanbul.
You're not going to want to miss it.
Many ways, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the announcements are to cater to things that you will care about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, right? No, right? And then the agenda, right? So
have you seen this? It's so good.
Who did that?
Tommy Egan, obviously.
Come on, bro. Fuck off. Seriously. Come on, bro. Okay.
That's so good. How did I not see this at the
time?
All
right.
Am I on my page? All right, good. Yes. So that is the unconference that people have to look forward to over at Catstanbul. As I try to go back to my slide deck all of a sudden. Bunch of other fun things are going to happen on day 2 as well. And actually on day 1 too. There's going to be a bunch of cool stuff that's happening across. This is not going to be like any other conference you've been to, folks. I can tell you that right now. Because there's going to be a bunch of fun stuff planned in as well. There's going to be meme coins and an ape arcade. Shout out to Jodo and the rest of the ape gang. There's going to be push-up contests and maybe more for the strongest cat out there. Shout out the Zero Boys, who will also have a nice announcement happening. And then, of course, there will be Burning Cat.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm so excited for the push-up contest, but the Zero Boys can get a zero. Like, so it's so fun. I think we're gonna do a push-up contest and guys, okay. I need feedback here. Okay, I need feedback. Okay, now
focus.
So there is gonna be a push-up contest, right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking that if you do your push-ups with your shirt off, topless, right? You know what I'm saying? You get 10 extra points. Good idea, bad idea. Come on, guys, tell me.
Take a guess on what my opinion is on this, folks.
Come on, guys, tell me.
I can't imagine any problems with this.
But I'm gonna actually do a. Come on, if we can objectify females, bro, what kind of object males? Come on, let's go. So okay, so is it a good idea or not good idea?
It'll take a second to load with the lag.
It's basically a push-up contest, okay? Idea, let's go, radicalize it. Let's go.
Hopefully, well, let's see where it ends up going here. I will wreck any Fiddler's challenge. Oh, Satchel's feeling confident here. All right.
Good idea. Who is that?
I think everyone just wants to see you do a topless meow. That might be enough. Just one.
Good content, right? You know? It's fun, right?
Good content.
Come
for
on, it's
Pornhub,
fun,
yeah.
right? Bro, it's a push-up contest. What are you thinking, bro? What are you thinking?
You're doing a topless.
Come on. It's a push-up contest.
Hey, I'm excited for the push-up contest. I got to start practicing. But I'm mostly excited for Burning Cat. Burning Cat, where 30% of the entire Jupiter token supply will be burned in front of a giant burning cat. With the whole community there, I think it's going to be an epic piece of the Jupiter lore from now and forever forward. Crazy news. There are still some subsidies available. Now, we are well past 500 subsidies. So shout out to the Jupiter team and to Meow in particular for saying like, hey, I want good people there. We want good people there. Doesn't matter. We said there would only be 500 subsidies. We've already gone over and we're still giving more. If you are one of those good cats that has been contributing to the ecosystem, that wants to see the community in person, that wants to be there for Burning Cat.
And you need the subsidy.
And you need the subsidy. Yeah, obviously only take it if you need it. If you're in that, top tier 14 million trade, you probably don't need the subsidy. You can join us as well. And even if you don't need the subsidy, you should come too. It's going to be an absolute blast. You can scan this QR code. There are a few still available. Can we say how many have been given out?
That's fine.
Let's skip that for right now. But it's free to attend. That's the critical thing. Yep.
A couple of things. I think some people are asking if you are, I think if you need help, I think definitely reach out to a team.
If you need help on the immigration side, when you register, if I'm not mistaken, there's a little checkbox that you can check, and then Sian and the rest of the team will help you. Shout out to Sian for doing that, by the way. There's hundreds of people that need help. There are some letters that I think we're able to help with, along with some other tactics. For a lot of people, I don't know if you know this, it's their first time traveling internationally. For
really?
bunch
No
of
way,
people
seriously?
that I'm coming to. Yeah.
Wow,
I've talked to a
amazing.
bunch of them, yeah, which is really cool.
Wow, so cool, really?
That's right. So if that is you and you're not, used to or comfortable with international travel, the team's got your back. Don't worry about that. What else? There's visa letters, exactly.
There are a couple of things actually.
Shout out to Sian. Drop a
How
little CN in the chat. XIAN. How many push-ups can you two do?
many?
I mean, in one go, maybe like 30, 35.
Let's go.
It's not enough. I'm worried. I don't think that's going to be
Dude,
enough.
I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you right now, there are some sick fuckers, right, in the team. I
Especially
think they
the
can do
Zero
a lot.
boys can do a lot.
for sure. I think Simon, should I Simon come? Simon.
Simon could be fun.
Simon will be fun.
Simon, shout
will
out
be fun.
Simon.
Simon will be fun, I think, yeah. Aaron is fun too as well, I'm saying. Yeah.
Aaron's pretty good. FP can do a lot of push-ups. He's going to be there from
FP
FP
can do
going
a
to fuck
lot
some
of
kids up.
push-ups. Yeah, FP can do a lot of push-ups.
Okay.
No, there's also someone who like so there's a separate contest for that. Yeah.
Okay. That is also useful to know.
Oh, I'll lose this one. I can't punch for fun.
Oh, I can punch.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a second-degree black belt.
No fucking way.
Yeah, for real. I did it for 8 years. 9 years, maybe? How long did I do it for? For a while.
Hey guys, I'm not gonna answer. It's like
Put a Twitter poll.
do we
Actually, don't do a Twitter
a-
poll. I don't need another fucking PR crisis.
Do we come on, bro? Come on, take it easy, bro. What? How is a PR crisis, guys?
If you type in, should we do a topless push-up contest?
For guys.
That's a different thing. Yeah, that's a little bit clearer.
For guys.
That wasn't even clear to me when you said it earlier, by the way. So if it's just for guys, I do
For
feel
guys,
much
only
more
for guys,
comfortable with it.
only for guys.
That I feel much more comfortable with.
Obviously, bro.
It was not obvious.
It's only for guys.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. And if you're a lady and you want to, sure, but no pressure. That's what I don't want any pressure around that. That's the key thing.
So there's actually a really fun chat about how someone called Yue Chen said that they can't actually speak English properly. And then but someone said you can just speak English. So great. Let me just try to find a comment. Guys, we have so many comments today. It's crazy.
We're at 33,000 right now on the stream.
Oh yeah, Mert is probably gonna be there. Oh yeah, here's go. So someone said that like Yue said that she can't speak English that well, but here's a banger. Here's the reason. Hey, you can speak English instead. That's the right answer, right?
That's right. I'll speak Javanese.
Javanese.
Kash, such a cool guy. Shout out. All right, best stream to date. Slicken says, nice. I'm glad. Can I pull back the curtain a little bit? This was an intense one. We've had some intense group rallies and calls in the past. Prepping for this one was probably about as intense as it has ever been. But I'm glad we're at least having fun. That's the critical thing here. Last year I got an airdrop. Is it possible to get this time? Wakar, I encourage you to rewatch the stream. It's about an hour and 45 minutes of talking exactly about how you might get the Jupuary airdrop. Kash and Meow are a go team. You know what? I might have to agree on that, brother.
Nah. Okay.
Oh, F's in the chat for Meow, folks. There we go.
The puncher hits.
Man.
Man.
All right. I think that we are just about done with this one. So, anything else you want to say before we wrap this up, Meow?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I just can't hide it. I'm so excited that this call is done. Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to this Jupe. Well,
there's a little pull-up question. You want to say anything about that? Or?
Do you want to say anything about that?
Nah, I can't say anything about that. Yeah.
Can't say anything about the pull-ups just yet.
Maybe tomorrow.
Just
Yeah.
yet.
Maybe
tomorrow.
But
Maybe tomorrow.
We address it at the end.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for coming, everybody, to this Jupe rally. Hopefully you leave feeling energized. You leave with a little bit more certainty on where things are going. Feel aligned, and you appreciate the transparency of what we're trying to do here. I'll say it one more time. I said it a million times this call. This is all early thoughts. The only way this gets to be final thoughts is with your input and your feedback. So go leave your thoughts in Discord, on the Jupe Research Forum. DM Meow if you have to. Make sure that you make your voice heard. And when you DM Meow, make sure to tell him who you think is funnier as well. That's the other critical thing. Go follow Jupe Uplink over on Twitter. Best Twitter page there is. By the way, like 3,000 followers in the last week. It's been crazy.
Who's that?
Jupe Uplink.
Really?
Crushing it lately. Shout out to Will, OG, Srijani, Clouds, Pedro,
everyone,
Yoda,
but
everybody.
please add Upgrade if you are to your bio if you're Upgrade speaker. Okay.
Okay, people can do that. And you
Yeah,
go.
definitely do that. Yeah, definitely add Upgrade arc.
Lastly, we covered a lot of ground here. If you missed any parts, you had to leave early or you came late, all the clips will be on the YouTube channel, most likely within the next 24 to 36 hours. Shout out Pedro for putting that together. So you can revisit any pieces that you need to through there. For Mr. Meow, for Meow's carrot-loving mom, my name is Kash Donda. We will catch you on the next time. Thank you so much for coming out. Goodbye, everybody.